So, this I'm always curious about, and I see this stuff in the newspapers every day. Processed food. So, you called it Frankenstein food. Um, just how much does processed food affect our health?
Yeah, so when you look, for example, you will see that the processed food are food that has been transformed and resemble to nothing in nature. They're essentially the man-made food. And you find them in cartons, in bottles, in cans. And 50% of what we eat, 51% of what we eat as a race is processed food. 42% are animal product, and only 7% are fruit and vegetables. And unfortunately, in those 7%, the majority eats potatoes to make French fries. So we eat very, very little of fresh produce. And when you look at all these processed food, they are full of additive, coloring, flavoring, preservative, which are chemical substances not recognized by the body, and they create havoc. And for example, if you eat all this processed food, it's going to make you addicted, obese, and sick. And for example, another stuff that the food scientists have used is called aspartame, because a lot of people are starting to discover that refined sugar is not good. And to replace that, they've used aspartame. And when you look at aspartame, it's very bad for the nervous system. It's highly toxic. And when you look, for example, when you eat aspartame, it's going to give you lots of side effects such as fibromyalgia, severe PMS, multiple sclerosis, blindness, birth defect, hyperactivity in children. So when you look at all these things, you will see that processed food are really, really bad for the human mechanism. And obviously, it's difficult to spend all your life without eating processed food. So what people need to do, because I don't want to be dogmatic, what I'm asking people is to keep that to a minimum eating all the processed food, because obviously they are not good for the body. People need to start eating live food. For example, like I said, fruit, vegetables, legumes, grain, nuts, and seeds.